Once you've finished untaping the hilt, you're going to take strips of tape, and I like to start in the back, but you're just going to place them over that bolt and make sure they're tight.
The hilt continuously in one motion with one piece of tape. So I'm putting that part out. What if I speed this part up? Can I move? Are you gonna use iMovie? I don't know. What am I gonna use?
So I like to put 3 strips of tape on the bolt at the end, and I like to do a 4th just right over where the bolt is. Pull it tight so that it does not bulge, and lay it flat. So the key to taping a nice hilt is just keeping it as tight as possible. So you're gonna go in under the cage, and you're just gonna pull tight as possible. Try and lay it flat if it makes little bumps, and you're just gonna go around and just keep it as tight as possible. So once you're near to the end, I like to just cut a strip because it's kind of hard to get the roll of tape under the cage at this point. And you're just gonna keep taping all the way along the edge of that silver. Try and cover as much of it as possible. And then you're done with the hilt.
Excelsior.
Okay, so once you untape your saber all the way, if it's like super sticky, then go over it with rubbing alcohol. Try and get all the stickiness off. If there's just lines and it's not sticky, then it's fine to leave as is. So you're gonna take the bottom of your saber, the bottom side. Don't do this backwards. A lot of people do this backwards. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get as close to the hilt as possible. You're gonna center your tape on the blade like that. You're gonna press it down like that. Yep.
Yeah.
And then so what you're gonna do is you're gonna then press it down along the blade. Try to do it little sections at a time to avoid getting bubbles. Make it look nice. And you're gonna do that all the way down the blade. You're gonna take a strip of tape about that long, like 3.5 inches long, and you're gonna roll your burrito. That's gonna go on the end of the tip. You wanna keep it kind of small. It doesn't matter which way you roll it. Sticky side or tape side out, it'll probably work out the same. And try and keep it as small as, not as small as possible. You want it to have some width to it, but you don't want it to bulge out of your saber. So keep it like that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your burrito, you're gonna take a strip of tape. Don't make it too long. Make it a little bit shorter than the burrito size. And you're gonna try and position the burrito as well as you can on the tip of the saber, like that. And what I like to do is I like to put like a little bit of the tape down first. That was just like better to stick the burrito on. Then you place the burrito, and then you put the burrito over and you pull it tight, and then you put the tape on the other side, like that. So it's okay if the burrito is to one side, just reposition it, redo the tape, it'll be fine, I promise. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take some tape, and you're gonna do a diagonal little line, bring that around, and then you wanna bring the rest of the tape over this tip of the burrito that's sticking out of the saber, and you wanna do it tight. Keep it as tight as possible, right? Mm-hmm. Like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep going around. Just keep going around with the rest of that strip. At this point, I did the other diagonal. So go ahead and do that now. So next you're just gonna go around the saber, the tip, and you're just gonna secure it into place. Make sure it's tight. I don't know really how far down to go. Maybe just like max 2 inches. You just want to make sure all that stuff you just did is covered with a nice strip of tape. Then the second to last step is you take a strip of tape and you just secure that little edge where you started taping in the first place. And you can write your name on that little strip. You can do whatever you want. So the last step of the blade is finding the balancing point of the saber. So you just gotta kind of experiment with that, see where the hilt falls. You just wanna find the balancing point in the center of the weight as well as possible. So it's right here. And you're just gonna mark that little spot with a black piece of tape. And that's your spotting tape. That'll help you track your toss in the air.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you taped your saber successfully.
I hope it looks nice.